Welcome back and Merry Christmas to everyone. This story you have to hear. A 14-year-old girl miraculously recovers from pneumonia, and some say it's because of this angel supposedly seen on a surveillance camera here.
Dr. Ophelia Garman-Brown joins us. She works at the hospital and is an ordained minister. Thanks for coming on Fox and Friends this Christmas morning. This is such an amazing story. Now, we understand the daughter, 14-year-old Chelsea, that her mother was basically accepting that she was going to die. They were going to take her off life support. Is this what you were seeing? Was she really in that critical of a condition?
She was. She was born premature and had multiple medical problems, and one of them was recurrent pneumonia. And this particular bout of pneumonia, she was sick for 6 to 8 weeks and on a respirator. They had tried to wean her off the respirator a few times, but were unsuccessful. And her family had determined that they knew that she would not want to live like this, so they actually had determined that they were going to discontinue life support.
Okay, so needless to say, she is feeling better now, but tell us, when you saw this security photo, what did you think, and is there any other explanation for what might have been responsible for the recovery?
Actually, Dr. Teresa Sunderland, who is one of the pediatric ICU doctors, said that she looked up and she saw this image that was outside of the door of the pediatric ICU, and it first just startled her, and then as she continued to look, it clearly to her was an angel. It looked like an angel. And they could not explain it. And when you go in that area of our hospital, you find that there are no windows there. Because even as a scientist, I was trying to determine, could this be a reflection from somewhere? But there is nowhere for the reflection to come from. And so the doctor clearly thought, and feels even today, and we do too, that it was an angel. But honestly, the doctor shared with me even on yesterday that they thought the angel was coming to take her home to glory, so to speak, to heaven. Not that this angel was coming to change the course of her life.
Dr. Ophelia, do you believe that this was a Christmas miracle? Do you feel that, I mean, would she have gotten better any other way?
Well, according to what they were determining from her course of care, the answer to that would have been no. She had been tried to be weaned a few times. It was unsuccessful. This particular time they were taking her off the respirator, anticipating that she would die fairly soon. And just the opposite happened.
Doctor, one thing I know about a lot of surgeons and doctors is they have extreme confidence in their abilities and in the science, and have a scientific explanation for nearly everything in terms of what happens there in the hospital. So how do you explain to those cynics and to those doctors who say there has to be a medical explanation for how Chelsea recovered?
You know, I look at them, and as a physician who's been a physician for almost 30 years now, I say to them, clearly, you explain all the things that have happened to you as a physician that clearly medicine had nothing to do with. And most of them, if they're honest with themselves, won't be able to come up with a medical explanation for everything we're able to see in medicine and that we're blessed to see. This morning as I was doing my devotional, it occurred to me that Mary asked the same question when the angel appeared to her. How could this be, she said. And the angel replied that nothing is impossible with God.
Doctor, can you update us on the condition of Chelsea and what her prospects are going forward? Is the recovery full now? Is the pneumonia lessened, or how's she doing?
She's fully recovered. She's at home. And actually, she turns 15 years old today.
Wow, well, happy birthday to Chelsea.
And how neat was this that this was all caught on tape? And what's kind of reaction is your hospital getting now?
Well, actually, our hospital did not pitch this story because, you know, we are sensitive to the diversity in the hospital, and we honor that. Some people in our hospital won't believe this, and we're fine with that. Clearly, the doctor and the nurse do. And it was the doctor who actually saw this image initially, and it was the mother who came out and with her cell phone took a picture of the image that you now see. So clearly, those persons who believe in angels in our institution have the right to say that this was an angel, and it was there for Chelsea and others.
Dr. Ophelia Garman Brown, I tell you, I was
I have
cynical
goosebumps right
about
now.
5 minutes ago. I'm coming around pretty quickly. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for being with us to tell
Merry
the story.
Christmas.
And happy birthday to Chelsea. That's an unbelievable story.
Yes.
Tell the family we
Yes,
said
it
Merry
is.
Christmas. And Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You got it.
Look at my hair is standing up.
It's incredible.
I have goosebumps all over me from that story.
I'm naturally a bit cynical about things like this, but
No, miracles happen. Power of prayer. I wish they happened more often.
what a great Christmas story. Well,